Next, we'll be looking at improving one of the most dreaded memory failures, and that's forgetting someone's name. Most people have experienced it. You're introduced to someone new, you shake their hand, and as they introduce themselves, and almost as soon as you let go, their name slips away into the shadows. It's certainly one of the most embarrassing social situations you can get into, but it's even worse when you meet someone after a long time and can recall their face with no problem, but just not their name. If you've ever been on the receiving end of someone forgetting your name, or worse, getting it wrong, you know that it really feels as if someone doesn't value or respect you when that happens. This is why it's so important to make the effort to remember the names of new people you meet. One of the reasons we find it easy to remember faces is that facial recognition predates language by a lot. As social animals, we evolved highly sensitive brain circuitry for remembering faces long before language. This is why people see the face of Jesus in slices of toast. This is a very cool psychological phenomenon known as pareidolia. So how can we keep names in our memory? One of the best known methods is called image-name association. As you can probably guess, this involves creating visual links between the face of a person and their name. This capitalizes on your brain's advanced face memory and uses it to make up for the rather unreliable name memory. So how does it work? Okay, when you first meet someone, take special care to examine their faces. This does not mean you should be creepy about it or make them feel uncomfortable. Just pay special attention to their face and look for any unusual features they may have. Things like their ears, forehead, or so on. For example, someone may have slightly pointy ears that remind you of Mr. Spock from Star Trek. You could then associate their face with an image of Mr. Spock and their name. Another method is to take a face and a name and create an image that reminds you of the name. Abby could become a bee, and the image of a bee could be associated with the distinguishing facial feature you've chosen. Another effective way to remember someone's name is to immediately ask them to repeat it. While you have your first conversation with them, you should use their name as frequently as you can without overdoing it, of course. You should also mentally repeat the image-name association after the person has left a few times to help store it in your long-term memory.